Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube. I always wanted to do a video where I kind of just talked, and I figured when would be a good time to just waste like 25 minutes, just piss it away, than driving home. So this is going to be a little fun. I normally drive home at night, so this is what it kind of looks like, and I'm just going to talk while I drive. Don't do this at home. Warning, content warning. I can only do it because I have experience with driving. I'm actually pretty good at driving. I got a license. That's how good I am at driving. So yeah, and if you want more credentials, I got 2 licenses. One from California, one from Mississippi. So, you know, if you want to go in the comment section and get upset about it, you talk to me there. Tell me how many licenses you got. And then we can, talk shop. But other than that, I'm just kind of going to talk, like I said. There's a couple things I want to get off my mind, off my chest. One of them is I've been playing Digimon, the new Digimon game. And I've been a little torn about it because on one hand, it's a Digimon game, right? Everybody knows Digimon's for kids. However, the weird thing is Digimon's kind of like teen coded, I want to say, because there's times where people die, unlike Pokemon. And, that's kind of fucking intense. I mean, sure, you can say people die in Pokemon, but Ash died for like 2 seconds. And you know what I'm talking about. So people actually just disappear completely in Digimon. So it kind of handles heavy topics, and I've been upset or I'm conflicted because on one hand, I'm playing a kid game, so I'm not expecting too much out of the writing. However, there's times where it shines crazy. For instance, there's 2 characters. It's a boy Digimon and a girl Digimon, right? The girl Digimon is like a healer. She heals people no matter what. Doesn't matter what side you're on. And I guess in Digimon, you're either a Titan, which is bad guys, or a regular Digimon, which is good guy. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. That's just how I kind of program it myself. But anyway, so the woman heals this Digimon, right? The good Digimon heals the bad Digimon, and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then when you're off trying to talk to the main bad guy of that area, turns out he launched a counterattack and took over the village in which the healer lived. And so she had to run away, and she went with the village because she needs to, heal them and shit. And she leaves a note saying like, hey, I had to leave. I will come back, but I don't know when. I hope we meet again, right? And the other Digimon is so sad. He's like, damn, I've been a bad Digimon this whole time, but there's good people out there. I feel like shit, so I'm going to stay here, and I'm just going to rebuild. Fuck it. So he, in the video game, you travel in time, you go back and forth, past and future. And, you go to the future, and when you go to the future, you find out, like, oh, hey, that fucking girl Digimon, turns out she's, like, super OP now, and she's only healing. And her little village that she went with, they're pardoned from all the bad guys that took over the world because it's the future. And she's pardoned because she took care of bad guys, right? And she finds out that she wants to poison this one bad guy, right? So she goes and she gives you this fucking poison. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is where I'm conflicted. I don't know what the fuck happens because I was skipping through the dialogue because I did not give a shit, and I just wanted my monsters to be big and beat up people. I didn't expect to fucking hit all this up, So I just kind of skimmed through it, and I don't know how, but all of a sudden I know I'm going to fight this other Digimon in the future, and he's a bad guy. But when I find him, it turns out everybody fucking dies because, plot twist, it was that fucking Digimon that wanted to stay and wait for her. And then you're like, oh shit, that's crazy. So now it's a love story between a boy or 2 Digimon in rival fucking things, Romeo and Juliet style. And it's like at a fucking left field. And it's like, how am I supposed to pay attention? How am I supposed to know when to pay attention to what the fuck is going on when you're giving me bullshit dialogue about like, maybe we should go here and be nice and be friends. And then all of a sudden you shovel in some like hardcore shit that makes me want to pay attention. It's like you fucking game, you piece of shit. Either go all in with the fucking the intenseness and give me a good storyline, or don't, and let me just grind and fucking have my big Digimon fight other Digimon. Don't make me fucking invest my time and effort into the story that ultimately is subpar. I'm gonna say subpar because it has amazing moments, it has beautiful moments, but at the same time, it's like it's crumpled up with all this little shit, it's like when you have diarrhea, and you have the little chunks, and you have chunks come out, and then at the very end you dispense it like a fucking soda machine, and it's just all fizzy. It's like there's good chunks in there, like you're kind of healthy, but the rest of it's just ass. It's terrible. So yeah, I just wanted to say my piece on that. It's a good game, I'll give it that. For a game that you just fight other Digimon, you get big monster and fight other monster, and whoever's bigger wins is awesome. But I just hate the fact that sometimes I'm not paying attention when I should be paying attention, if that makes sense. Because it's like, what the fuck, Another thing that I've been thinking about is the whole, like, I'm pretty late on it, but being called Latinx, I think that's gay. If you want to be called Latinx and you feel offended if I call you Latino or Latina, you're kind of gay, I'm not gonna lie. Because, like, not only can I say Latino or Latina, but I can also say Hispanic. Like, why do we need Latinx? Hispanic is right there. Hispanic is literally anybody that is Latino or Latina. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's so fucking dumb. Like, you're going too far. And I know you're probably gonna say, oh, Marlon, it's probably because people want to take out the masculine and femininity of Latin words, because it's promoting division in between boy and girl. But newsflash, buddy, I don't fucking care, and that's a language that's been in this fucking universe longer than you've been alive and been able to jerk your little dick off. So it's like, why are you gonna change it? Like, I get having to change things to make things smart and better, like slavery. Slavery's bad. I think we all agree that's terrible. But they used it way back when to build monuments. But it's terrible, That's something that we can change. But saying I don't feel comfortable because your whole language is under the premise of a masculine and a feminine way to say things is kind of a little too far, man. I think you've been sipping a little bit too much of the blue juice, you know what I mean? I think you kind of need to get some dirt on your knee or go touch grass or something at that point, because it's like now you're just complaining to complain. And it's cool to complain, don't get me wrong, because you can complain about good things. There's amazing things to complain about. Billions of things to complain about. For instance, side tangent, I got into a car accident. Some asshole rear-ended me. I don't have full coverage, I only have liability insurance, and the guy has no insurance. You know what I'd like to change? I'd like to change the fact that nobody in Mississippi can, once you sue, okay, I found out because I had to talk to lawyers, and there was a bitch trying to get in contact with a lawyer. Oh my God, it took me like 3 days to get in contact with a goddamn lawyer. Anyway, side tangent. I get in contact with a lawyer, and he finally tells me, look, well, we can, this is the best case scenario, right? You go and you represent yourself because I'm going to charge you $3,000 up front. No questions asked, $3,000 up front. So if you go by yourself and you file the report, right, and you take the guy to court and you win, because you will most definitely win, you're going to have the issued statement saying, hey, you owe me X amount of money for the damages, right? But then the guy can then turn around and never pay me back because it's just a fucking piece of paper, and everybody out here is a goddamn hillbilly that doesn't use normal fucking technology or whatever the fuck it is, and you're just kind of stuck with a thumb up your ass and a guy having a piece of paper saying I owe you. So it's like, what the fuck is the point? I'm still gonna sue him. I got fired up on my way to work today. I'm gonna sue that motherfucker still, but it's out of principle, because if you do something wrong, you should most definitely always correct it. No matter what, suck it up, Like, I reached out to the guy, I gave him multiple chances to do the right thing, but he doesn't want to text back and he doesn't want to do anything, so all right, fine, we got to go this route. This is not the route I want to do. I never want to sue somebody, especially now that I have to do it myself, because who wants to do all that work? But if it's going to teach me, if it's going to give someone some principle and it's gonna go with how I am thinking, then fuck it, let's go full throttle. That's the right thing to do. That's a good reason to complain. Something like that. Maybe Mississippi should put better rules in their goddamn system, so that way nobody's out here just fucking upset when anybody gets rear-ended, because everyone I talked to said, oh well, you're kind of fucked about me getting rear-ended. Like, holy shit, it's actually insane how miserable people are out here. It's fucking embarrassing. Mississippi, come on. Like, that's something to complain about. That's something to cry about. But to cry about saying Latinx because it's masculine and feminine, you then fucking minority, you then minimize the real issues like this shit. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? Man, you stop being a bitch and just fucking man up at that point. Oh my God. Oh, I'm getting fired up. Whew, let me just reel it in. All right, so let me just change topics. I'm getting a little fired up about this whole Latinx stuff. Another thing I've been thinking about recently is my family. You know, I've been thinking a lot about them, and I recently found out most of you everybody who watches this is mainly my family. So I found out recently I'm less Native American than I originally thought. Let that sink in. I am less Native American than I originally thought. My grandma from my mom's side has always harped on the fact that we are like Comanche or fucking something else, chieftain fucking lineage or whatever. And I just found out just casually. I was told that my entire life. And just casually on like a Thursday, right? My mom tells me, she tells me about how our family came from Spain, right? And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, so your grandma, her mom is from El Paso. I said, Texas? And she goes, yep. I was like, okay, I guess we're originated from Texas. That's still kind of Indian territory if you go way back when, you know? And then she was like, and then her mom was from Colorado. And I was like, fucking what? And she was like, yep, that's where they're from. And then after that, her mom came from Spain. So I'm really not Native American, not as much Native American as my grandma been telling me. And that really fucking hurts. And I was really offended about that. I'm getting fired up again. But I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit was a lot. It was a lot to take in, especially at 27 years old. And I'm finding this shit out. That's like, dude, that's like if someone told me that in Mississippi, you're fucked if you get rear-ended. Like, there was that kind of like, just heart sank to the bottom of my stomach, and I was about to shit it out. I was so depressed. I was like, what the fuck? Well, on the bright side, thank God for my dad, because I am more Guatemalan than I am whatever my mom is, because I don't know what the fuck is going on there. Now I'm so confused about all that. But thank God I'm more Guatemalan than anything. That means I still got my Mayan ancestors with me, and I still got that blood pumping through me. So that makes me real happy. Lastly, I guess that's it. I'm pretty much almost home. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me and listening to me rant about Digimon and my car issue and Latino stuff. You know, that's really cool, man. It's fucking awesome. Even though I will say I am Chicano, not Latin, or not, everything else. I heard that Chicano means that your family is from Mexico or wherever the fuck, but they came to America. And thank God for my dad. Oh my God, because now I'm finding so much shit out about my mom's side. It's kind of embarrassing how little Mexican I probably am. Like, at first I was like, maybe I'm like 25% Mexican. No, I'm like maybe 3% Mexican. It's crazy. I'm more Guatemalan. Guatemala for life. Thank you guys for listening in. I realized that when I turned it off, I didn't have an outro. And Guatemala for life is pretty cool and all, but thank you for watching. Hope you have a blessed day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Guatemala for life.